What is the score? 1-1.
Van der Beste is Tian Swanepoel and in the wing. Superb flick.
In die rechtervleugel.
A strong fin.
What can I do?
Good evening and welcome to Cape Town, where we've got our traditional fixture between Rondebosch High School and Sacs High School. It's a nice chilly evening. Don't let that 16 degrees lie to you. I'm joined in the stand here by my friend Bjorn Sorensen. Bjorn, an old boy from Rondebosch. You must be looking forward to this game.
Yo, I'm looking forward to this one. Two big schools, both in form this season, both some good players. I think it's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, it is an interesting game because both teams are tied second at the moment in the Premier League in the Western Province. And so obviously this game's got ramifications in terms of who goes higher. But more than that, I think it's about the pride. Right, the Sacs first team this evening, we've got some key players. I suppose that the main player they're going to build on is number 10, Luke Dagwa, the midfield player. Everything goes through him, and if he's on fire, it works. And obviously Rondebosch want to close him down. Also Nathan Ansel in the midfield, a promising youngster coming through. Really looking forward to see him pull out all his stops. And the goalkeeper, Gianluca Verissimo, really is coming a long way. Very big guy, intimidating, like you want a goalkeeper to be. And overall, nice balanced side. Hard running side, but we'll have to see if they can match the ball pace of Rondebosch tonight.
Yeah, I know they got some good players in their Sacs side. Let's see what the Rondebosch team looks like. We also got some good players in this Rondebosch side. We got a strong core down the middle of the field. We got a good goalkeeper in Jordan. Carl Warburg down the middle there, Liam Sorensen, and then of course up front we have a couple of players as well in Douglas and Paul Rousseau there as well. And then we have Brett Sparks in grade 10 as well, who will be hoping to make his mark on the first team field this evening.
He's a promising youngster coming through the ranks. I hope he gets a chance to drag flick one off and see him get something going there. Always good to see a young drag flick coming through the ranks.
Oh, it's exciting stuff.
And like we said, a nice chilly evening tonight. Always a big crowd out at the Western Province Cricket Club. The local boys have got their drums out to support their school. Umpires are getting ready, and of course the clubhouse across the way is also rocking with all the club members coming out of their hovels to come and shout for their old school team that they used to play for, or one of the schools their sons was playing for.
Yeah, I know it is always a good evening coming out to watch one of these schoolboy games. There's some good vibe with the schoolboys, getting some good songs and stuff going, and sitting right between them here is bringing back some memories, and it's exciting stuff.
We're going to get you're going to hear the drums banging in our ears the whole time as we go along. So far today we've had the traditional derby in all the levels, so right from under 14s, under 15s, under 16s. At the moment it looks quite evenly balanced. We just had the second teams draw 1-1. I saw the under 16 Sacs just snuck a 2-1 victory. I saw the under 15As, Rondebosch were 5-1 up there, so a good result there. And the rest of the way it's pretty even at the moment by the looks of things. I can't say it's going to sway either way. So this game might just be that kind of cherry on top for bragging rights at the end of the night to say we won the main game. But again, to call this game, it really is both teams level on points, both having good seasons. This is a game that could turn and go either way.
They both also have a number of province players in the side. I think it's pretty even with 5 each in the A side. So I think quality on the field is going to be at an all-time high, and hopefully they can all pitch up and make it a spectacle for the neutral spectator.
Yeah, I always look forward to this game because of the different contrasting styles. Sacs are a running team and try and press everything, where Rondebosch are more of a controlling team and try and move the ball around. And when you've got two different styles like this, you often wonder which way it's going to work. That's the captain for Sacs, Luke Dagwa, provincial player. Exciting man when he gets going. He just got to get going and not get pressed down by the Rondebosch boys.
Yeah, let's hope we see him do some fun things out there today. And we are off.
And we're off. Nice controlling, like we said, controlling game by Rondebosch. Make sure the ball doesn't get lost. Distinctive pattern. And you'll see the white shirts of Sacs trolling up and down the field at pace. That's one of the traditional things. Run, and then run some more.
And they will have Cole throw his first overhead of the game. I'm sure we'll see a number of
Oh,
those.
great
And
catch.
he's picked that very well.
Yeah, the Sacs boy wasn't 5 yards away, so he gets punished for that. But I think the Sacs boy, Nathan Ansel, I think, was deliberately in the area so that he didn't get beaten.
Yeah, I know. He's got to shut that down before they get the breakaway.
Yeah. Oh, there's younger Sorensen, Bjorn, your brother.
Yeah.
Must be fun watching him play.
No, it's going to be a good evening watching him play. Hopefully he can also step up and lead his team to a nice little victory here against Sacs.
These games always, it's amazing how they start off with these tentative little passing games, see what the other team's doing. It just takes one goal and all hell breaks loose, and then we got a nice lively fixture, so we hope that's going to happen.
I'm sure the later chuckers will also be nice and free-flowing when the guys are looking for a goal to win it or equalize or whatever the case may be later on.
Yeah, I mean, with hockey now playing 4 chuckers of 15 minutes, there is that kind of first chucker, the first quarter, where both teams have got a holding pattern, and then the coaches will come at the first break and start saying things about how they've seen the game unfold, and both coaching staffs are packed with people that have got a good understanding of the game, so I'm pretty sure come the second chucker you'll see a whole lot of action happening.
Yeah, it is an interesting change when the chuckers came into play a couple of years ago. The extra tactics coming into play and teams not being able to run away as much with the game, with, as you said, with the tactics coming in every single chucker and the game changing so rapidly.
Sacs just holding onto the ball, trying to find a way through here. Rondebosch compact as always, making sure that nothing leaks through the middle.
Sam Goldeness, also a strong player at the back in the Province A side.
Yeah, I think Nathan Ansel's dropped into the back for a little while. We'll see how he goes. Oh, a little foot on the ball there, so Sacs get the blow. Our first song of the evening, you can hear it in the background. I'm sure there are going to be many sing-songs across us over here. See Nathan Ansel's dropped back in the back 4, which is not usual for him. He's normally in the link line. Cross from the ag going to circle. This could be something. Oh, well stolen.
Well done by Liam.
That was well done by Liam. He just picked it away there quickly. The calmest person in the circle, which is fun to see. Oh, good pick up. There comes the press by Sacs. Can't make too many mistakes.
Sacs seeming to have the opening territory of the game. Rondebosch just sort of fending off 1 or 2 opening attacks here. Let's see how the game progresses from here.
In my past experience of watching Rondebosch, they're quite happy to do that sometimes, and they just wait for the mistake like we got now. What a good counter attack. Jamie Baxter being dispossessed. Oh, good step in there. I think it's Tom Van Nico who just stepped in quickly to try and smother it. Again, Rondebosch patient, waiting for the mistake, and when they do get it, just pounce straight away.
And they're well done by Liam Sorensen, making use of the rules there. The Sacs player not 5 meters away before stepping up to make the tackle.
Yeah, that rule's also just changed recently, which has confused everybody as well. There we got a good tackle. Oh, sneaky little foot there, but umpires don't see everything. That's how it happens. Here comes the counter, and Tom Nico just stepped in as quickly as he could. Yeah, the rule now on the edge of the circle, everybody has to make an effort to go back 5 yards, where last season that wasn't the case if you were in the circle. And some defenders still hope the umpires haven't figured out the new rule yet and try and play on it, but it's costly because now it's a short corner and suddenly you're facing the music of the drag flickers.
Yes! And there's Liam
on the
Sorensen.
flick.
Banker bottom left. He was just saying earlier today how he has not scored a flick above the backboard and he will continue to flick it against the backboard.
That's Liam Sorensen. What a great little flick there. I think I heard it hit the post on the way in, so really pinpoint accuracy.
Well placed flick, and he'll be very happy with that to start the game off, leading the boys into a 1-0 lead.
Here comes the replay. We can see him. Oh, he looks like he wants to flick. They should have read that. Good injection, good trap. Yep, on the bottom corner, hit the post. That is as far in the corner as you can get it. And the celebration. And like I said, this normally starts the whole opening up of the match and the excitement. So I'm glad they scored early.
Yeah. Also very happy for a goal early on.
You'll see this happen a lot in the world leagues at the moment, especially in the pro league internationally. 90% of the goals scored are on the backboard. Keepers are so good in the air that your percentages go up if you can shoot it low and fast and get the big keepers going down. And that's textbook. Just low, hard, and wait for the death roll as it gets to the back of the net.
And we have Luke Daggy on the ball, just trying to create something every time he gets the ball. Exciting player to watch. This time just getting the free hit and resetting from the back again.
You know, that has been a criticism sometimes of the bigger players, that they hold on to the ball too long and then they get pressed themselves. And I suppose you want the players to move the ball as quickly as possible. The longer they hold on to it, the more they give a person a chance to get in front of them, to get around them, to get the angles right. Sacs retreating right back into their 22. Good turn by Dagwa. And on the break,
Dagwa again trying to make something happen, and this time seems to be creating the overlap. Sacs looking strong on the counter attack
good
here. Not
ball
quite
infield.
counter-attack.
Sminica to the circle entry. Oh, and the ball straight through. Wasn't trapped there. I'm see the player is.
Unfortunately, that time not being successful in the attack there were Sacs, but they'll set up and keep going, and I'm sure they'll have a couple more left in this chukka still.
Yeah, you get one chance where the ball goes through to the circle like that. You have to make sure you control it. It's just an opportunity wasted when it goes over the baseline, and you've got to retreat back to your
And there we have
defensive.
Rondebosch at the other end making exactly what you spoke about, getting the opportunity, controlling the ball, and now the pressure will be able to be built up here.
Sacs boys better make sure they retreat here, otherwise they're going to get another short corner away. Good baseline run.
Ooh, a risky tackle there, swinging his stick in like that,
Yeah,
but it paid off that time.
That's an all or nothing. You hit the ball, you're a good guy, and if you hit
Yeah.
the stick, you are the worst person in the field.
Rondebosch just trying to build a platform here, keeping the ball nicely at the back. Sacs happy to let them play in their half, stepping it up slowly, waiting for a mistake, much like Rondebosch were in the beginning of the chukka.
Yeah, tentative. There's the step, but just no control. Nathan, is it Nathan? Yeah, Nathan has a step through there. Again, it's the difference between the international level and a schoolboy level. There's a lot more excited on the turnovers. Boys want to just run when they get it and get going, and unfortunately it leads to many mistakes. But it's part of the learning curve. Good ball down the line, and stepped in front. Oh, that's to retreat to 5 yards. I think the umpire was tempted there to
Yeah, he
take
looked
out
like
the measuring stick and see if it is correct.
he did think about it, but deemed it to be 5 exactly. Some good skill there in the corner. I think that's Paul Rousseau. He'll take it quickly, trying to get the short corner. No, player was 5 again. They're getting that rule right now. But still good pressure built here by Rondebosch.
The pressure there from Dan Opperman, just jabbing the ball out. It's a good way to tackle by not being beaten. Just keep the stick in front of you and jab the ball away.
Liam will look to do something here, I'm sure, as well. Oh, it's a good pick by Dan, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
And the breakaway. Are there runners up front? Nobody in front. He's all by himself. It's going to be a long way to run from your own 22 and there's no helpers.
But Cole's done well. Stepped up, made the tackle, and just snuffed out that little attack. Rondebosch quite happy to slow the game down when they get the ball and build up slowly. It seems here, obviously having gone up 1-0 so early in the game, no need to rush things.
Oh, great little tackle. Put his hand down, and Dan Opperman did not pull the ball far enough there. That's a textbook stuff. Just put the stick in front, make sure the guy runs into it. If he doesn't, stand in front of the man and hold him back as well. Both teams going for the conventional back 4, the more conservative way to start a match, where you've got 4 players in the back just troughing the ball around, so you've got extra passes. That does mean you're shorter players going forward, but it is a safe way of playing, especially at the beginning of the game. I'm sure at a stage late in the game we're going to get them moving to 3 at the back and pushing somebody forward to get more numbers in the midfield.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how tactics change throughout the game if they do go to that back 3 and how well they use that extra midfielder.
Tom Van Niekerk with a big slap across the field, trying to open it up. Sam Gildenhuis just trying to move the ball around. There's Luke Dagwa with all the pressure on the world, and he's held on to it. They sent 2 people in quickly there.
And he's broken the line again,
Another
but
good tackle.
unfortunately broken down. Rondebosch on the counter. I believe this is Brett Sparks. Oh, and he's
Just couldn't get the ball away quickly enough. Left the ball behind. Long raking ball through the middle field, but well intercepted. by the Bosch centre back.
Just the game starting to open up a little bit so early on already, and I think we are in for an exciting game here. Both teams looking to attack a lot.
Good
and
circle
I'm hoping
entry
to
by Sacs.
see lots of goals there. Oh, I thought it was a short corner,
Yeah,
but
I saw
it's
two arms
just
in
on
there
the
as well,
outside.
but hit outside. It's going to be right on the edge of the circle. There's the replay. Popped in. Dan Opperman, a little bounce skill. And a tackle in the circle, but the infringement was before that. Very congested on the side here, and trying to force down the sideline when there's a whole lot of players. It's the best time to try and get the ball away from that area. Switch it out. And there it comes. Again, Rondebosch is compact in the middle of the field. It's a very simple way to play. Works, and just capitalize on the mistakes. And there's the pressure on Jamie Baxter. And there's the mistake. Oh dear. Umpire blew for a hand on the body, I think, in the tackle.
Possibly a small little shove there from the Rondebosch player just before he ran the ball out. So they'll step up this platform again, and they're happy to build it up.
There comes the pressure. And not well this time. Luke Dagger on the turn. Can he see anything in front of him? Oh, just caught a stick to Nathan Ansell, so it wasn't a clean play.
Yeah, Rondebosch dropping quite deep on the press here. Sacs unfortunately not able to penetrate the circle that time. But Rondebosch are dropping very deep, which is making it difficult to find gaps between them. But it's also a risky one as they get closer and closer to the D with a little bit more ease than if you high pressing them sometimes.
Yeah, there's Dagger with the circle entry to the P spot, but again,
A little confused. Oh,
well covered by Rondebosch.
very well, possibly luckily defended there. And you'll see the overhead from Cole. Will it make it through? Oh, well
Release Jamie
taken.
Baxter, well done. Oh, and he just smacked it down the field. That could have been interesting if he'd missed that overhead, because there was definitely a breakaway opportunity and a 1v1 opportunity on the
Right behind him.
Sacs goal side, yeah. Okay, just keeping the ball live. Wait to see what where the Bosch boys are going to step out. Sam Gildenas on the sideline. Just holding a little too long, but he gets the foot.
Sacs enjoying quite a lot of possession at the moment. Let's see if they can use that to their advantage and get an outcome, even a short corner. Oh, Luke Dagger.
Good skill by Luke Dagger. That was good to get through. It's a crash ball that's just trying to get in the circle and find a way through. But when there's so many people in the circle, yeah, we're going to see that skill again by Luke Dagwa. The aerial hockey. He sets him up, pulls him in, and then says, I'm going over your stick, and there it goes.
Oh, he's done him through the legs, hasn't he? That is a fun one for any schoolboy to rewatch.
That's bragging rights for a couple of months.
And we'll see an overhead, and unfortunately that time it did not come off. Sam there to pick it up, controls the ball nicely and moves it out of the space.
With pressure on the sideline. Isolated. Needs to turn out and find somebody, but can't find any of his players anywhere.
Rondebosch really trying to put some pressure on here. They are struggling to get the ball back. Sacs dominating this phase of the game at the moment. Unfortunately nothing's come from it yet for them, but it'll be exciting to see if Rondebosch can change that, or if Sacs can use it to their advantage. Again, Sacs having won the ball deep in their field.
Yeah, with 30 seconds in the chucker left, just a little bit rough on the tackle, but they definitely just sent somebody in there to try and dispossess him. Like I said, 30 seconds on the clock, you can afford to be a bit adventurous and try and take a chance. Maybe something comes off. The build-up play there. 5 seconds to go. I think it's going to be just wind the clock down and make sure nothing crazy happens. That's the end of the first chucker. 15 minutes gone in this game. We've got Rondebosch with a great drag flick by Liam Sorensen, put in the bottom left-hand corner. Sacs have had good possession, but just can't find a clear way into the circle. They've had a couple of chances, but the end result wasn't anything spectacular from it. So at the moment, Rondebosch, I think, would be happy. There's the great drag flick from Liam Sorensen. I think he surprised himself. He looked
Yeah,
like
he did. He did
stood
look a
up to
little.
see, is it going to go in? Is it going to go in? And when it went in, he gave it the big. No, it's textbook, just at the bottom on the posts, out of reach. And this is a big keeper. This is a 6'4" keeper that you've beaten on the stretch. So you've got to be proud of yourself.
No, he'll be happy. I'm sure he'll be bragging about that for a couple of days.
You'll hear about it at the supper table.
Exactly.
That's James Peverley, the Sacs coach, breaking down what he sees happening. He's talking about the trough ball and them trying to enter the circle. I'm reading his body language, having worked with him before. Shouldn't be giving too much away. But definitely they'll be worried about, they can move the ball around the outside, but they need to find a way into the circle, and a clean way into the circle.
Yeah, I think Sacs just need to be a bit more patient with Rondebosch dropping that deep into the field. The lines are going to be more difficult to pick, but if they just build it up slowly but surely, they'll move it into the D and have an opportunity or two. And I think at the moment, as you said, they've just gone for that crash ball straight into the D, and because they've dropped so deep, Rondebosch are just picking it up every time.
Miguel Edwards having a good chat to his team. I see we're getting some comments coming through now on the different social media platforms. Just a reminder, it's SSL Hockey. You can find it in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you go look, whatever your choice is, and please, you can put some on. I see, obviously, some of the old boys, they're the most passionate people when it comes to putting things up on the social media. If not here listening on and watching on the stream, I see some of them sitting on the stands on the far side with a cold beverage in their hand, enjoying the reminiscences of their school.
And the second chuck has gotten off to a start here. We'll see how tactics have changed, if Sacs are able to use the possession to their advantage, if Rondebosch have changed their tactics, and yeah, I think we're in for a good chucker here too.
I see it looks like Sacs have dropped to 3 at the back, or they've just been very careful about it. Oh, be careful, Mr. Dagwa. That's the overlap man they try to get out, Nathan Ansell. Trying to get him into the link line to see if he can make a difference. Oh, loose pass that's gone astray, but well recovered by Dan Hoffman. That's putting some skill out of the bag right in front of your home crowd to make sure that you get the cheers.
It's always fun getting a cheer from your home crowd there. Bosch defender doing well to just stand and watch him do his skills, so get his cheers and then pass the ball out again.
Again, Rondebosch just making sure they've got someone in front of the ball, blocking the entrances. Something's caught the, here comes the skill, the helicopter. Oh, he pulls it straight back, and you can't see in the camera, but the home crowd are right there next to him, and they gave an appreciation for the skill that it was done. Didn't get them anywhere, but it still looked good. This game now stuck in the Rondebosch half, but again, as long as Rondebosch have got people behind the ball and they're defending the center line, Sacs just can't find a way through. Sam Gildenhouse on the sideline. Fahik drops it all the way back again. Tom van Niekerk trying to find the 45 ball. Oh, good run there.
Well tackled by Cole Wahlberg there. Unfortunately deemed a foul by umpire Sean Henshwood on this side here.
Bit of confusion where the free hit should be taken. Oh, there we go.
So it seems like much of the same from the first chucker. Sacs dominating territory, just looking for some space to get the ball into the D. Rondebosch quite happy to just play a running press, waiting for them to make a mistake.
Dagwa on the break. Can you see a pass option? Gets it wide. Kai Gregg leaves it.
Nice patient build up.
Again, simple. Just nowhere to go there. So it's a good build up, but all avenues in are blocked. Ah, some of the old boys and teachers I see in the background there, watching this game. All out wide right. Oh, Sam Gildenhouse mistrapping it on the sideline. He'll be upset at himself. He's quite hard on himself at the best of times. Again, Luke de Agua with a little aerial skill, just pops it over the stick and he's got free again. Just needs to finish those moves because it starts off well. Good intercept by Kai Gregg. Can he find his pass? Short overhead. Liam Sorensen in the perfect place, but little edge. And Dan Upperman on the break now. This could be a line to the circle. Chose to go back into his man, get tackled.
And Rondebosch fend off another Sacs attack. Let's see if they can start getting some attacks of their own. Sacs have dominated the attacks at the moment, and I'm sure it's something that Miguel and Mr. Null on the side there are thinking about.
Oh, Jaden Beerler not getting back 5 yards. He's going to get in trouble if he doesn't do that. Long ball through to no avail. Reset on the Sac 16.
See Douglas Cox in the middle of the field there, just telling his strikers to drop a little bit. So they clearly aren't trying to put maximum pressure at the back of there. Just waiting for a mistake, patient in the press.
Yeah, out of screen here, the Sacs forwards are really high in the field, so there's a lot of space, but if they lose it, they've got nobody to help defend. Counter-attack break, 1-2 pass.
There's good reverse pressure by Douglas Cox there up front as well, making sure he does his defensive work, running backwards as well, breaking the game down before they're able to make any vital passes through the lines.
There's that mistake. Turnover ball, and a great ball down the middle. Liam Messi style there from Liam Sorensen. Just couldn't find the final pass at the end.
Just found himself with a little bit of space and time to try to pick a pass, but unfortunately just didn't quite get it through. Plays it out to Paul Rousseau on the line there. Also a guy with some good skill. And they'll try to get a D entry from this side, I'm sure.
On the strong side, Sacs come away with it. A lot of stick clacking there. I can just see a lot of
that's
work.
a good skill by
Dan Opperman on the break again. Finds Jaden Bueller trying to hatch himself, but again, just good, solid defense. Keeping it simple. Make sure we break it down. Dan Opperman been a nuisance, but is about to be rewarded for... No, it's an earlier tackle.
Paul Rousseau getting a green card there. I'm not too sure what for.
I think it was for a much earlier event and the game had gone on, and so the umpire, like an elephant, had remembered it and kept it in the back of his mind until the play had broken down and then pulled it out again.
Well, that's good to see from Sean Henswood, able to let the player go and bring it back like that. You don't want to slow the game down by stopping it every time there's an infringement.
That's that dreaded moment where the umpire takes out all the cards and you're not sure which one he's going to pick. So, Sacs are man up now. Can they capitalize? Unfortunately, the free taken too quickly. The other ball hadn't left the field yet, so couldn't get the game going. It's a green card, so he's got 2 minutes off the field, and you've got 2 minutes, it goes by very quickly, where you need to just quickly shuffle your pattern and try and capitalize on the extra man, but at the same time, circle entry across the top. Same time, you don't want to make a mistake and concede a goal when you're a man up. Channeling tackle on the sideline. Liam Sorensen making the ball live, taking it away from trouble. It's a valuable skill, getting the ball into space and not keeping it constrained. So Jaden Bueller hassling. Luke Dagwar comes away with the ball. Again, the green card, one player off. They need to capitalize before the player comes back on again.
Always interesting to see how teams change their tactics when they get a card or if the opposition gets a card. It's because Rondebosch were defending quite deeply, I don't think much needs to change. But unfortunately, the Sacs team didn't seem to, although they still have a bit of time on the clock here. Will they be able to make a count? They've got
this position there. Sam Senecal, I think. Didn't make use of it. Again, just rushing when they get the ball. Both teams, when they get the ball, they're rushing it. And they're making a mistake when they just need to be a little more clinical on the counter-attacks. Another nice overhead. And 2 misses there by Sacs.
And the keeper just needs to make an easy clearance out to the sideline. But Rondebosch still on the attack.
They've gone back to full numbers now, so they've got all their people on the field. Free hit right in the corner. So the player's got to make the ball move 5 yards before they can play it into the circle. So you have to find clever ways to run it to different angles and Make sure you do get the 5 yards on the ball movement. Nice ball to the middle of the field. Opportunities here. Can he find somebody on the slap? Oh, Sacs doing a Rondebosch then, putting somebody in the middle of the field to block it. And the ball over the baseline. Fortunately wasted. There's still 6 minutes to go here. Oh, the Rondebosch coaching staff looking pensive and cold. Both coaching benches can be quite animated at the best of times when the team's not doing what they want them to do. We'll maybe catch some of that later. Agua down to the side again. Then Nico trying to find a way through. Little hatch ball to Ansel. Trying to get through into the circle, and again, just that last control of the ball is going astray. And we have the Sacs bench. Guys getting ready to warm up to go on. Good interplay, small passes, and that last one, little tap through. And a mistrap at the end, unfortunately.
Often in those final touches of the field, players getting a little frantic, knowing that the defenders are right on them. Just needs a little more composure, maybe. A little extra touch for a little more accuracy in the last final third there. Cole throwing it over it into space. Unfortunately, it looks like Brett Sparks will not have the wheels to get there this time.
It's a little wasted. The crowd loves up again.
The game's starting to open up a little bit again in this last 5 minutes of the second chukker. Some end-to-end stuff.
I suppose both teams would be upset that there haven't been any short corners. They've got no value for their money when they've got into the circle, either with a shot on target at least, or getting a foot or an infringement to get your short corner. There's been none in this chukker, and both will be upset because you want to get some value. You want to feel like you're getting something from your attacks. Intercept just missed there. Good skill on the turn. Just caught a stick there as he pulled his skill out, so he gets the free hit. More spectators with their beanies and jackets on in the cold weather. Somebody who's sitting on the fence on the social media there. I've seen more Bosch tweets here and Instagram posts. I'm waiting for, there we go, Sacs person to get on the mix. Tom Mitchell, wherever you're sitting. Old Sacs boy.
Always nice to see the people getting behind their teams even when they're unable to be at the match.
And of course, with the great coverage we get in here on the streaming, it's just fantastic.
Very good skills by Sam Khodenes there, but unfortunately nothing coming from it.
Just one skill too many, and then the mistake.
Will Douglas be able to get it? Unfortunately not. That was actually not Douglas Cox. That was... I'm unable to see at this point who that was.
There's been a couple of overheads out the back now. Trying to find that.
Good pick.
Good tennis smash trap there. And a bit of air skill to go with it.
And he'll pick it between three guys.
Had at the end there. Good tackle, Liam.
Sorry. Good little tackle by Liam there.
45-degree ball infield. Straight through. Just nobody there. Again, no value for the money.
Both boys' schools getting behind their school here. Very good to see. A little difficult to hear on the commentary here, but very, very happy to hear the Gears and the schools alive and well.
They did put us right between them, so you can hear the drums clattering and the boys cheering. Good intercept there by Senecal. Trying to find that through ball. Could this be a circle inch of... It's through to the keeper, but a comfortable clearance. Calm, collected. Again, the control in the last third. Somebody needs to just hold on to the ball a little bit longer. Make a nice calm decision. Attacked on the right hand side for Sacs, and a breakdown by Rondebosch again. And Rondebosch got all their players in the 22 to defend this one.
Oh! And he takes the ball to the shoulder there, the ball raised as he tried to cross it into the D, and I think he just took it on the side on On his shoulder. I hope it was his shoulder.
It's one of the unfortunate events where a guy hits the ball and there seems to be a deflection right in front of him. Just when that happens, you've got no time to react. The ball's coming fast. You just got to wear it, put some ice on afterwards, and hopefully not take any serious damage.
No, that'll be a stinger in this cold weather. I hope he's able to play on from here.
The first aid is on. Looks like a body blow, so you're always worried if it hits the head, but in this case I think it hit him in the arm. There's the ball down wide, lines it up, and he's going to hit it.
Oh,
No, he lifted it straight up.
didn't even take a
Wasn't
deflection.
expecting that. I think he squeezed it into the ground.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just didn't connect it the way he was planning on.
Luckily, if there's a lucky situation, the squeeze normally takes a bit of pace off the ball, but still, when the ball hits you, nobody could convince you that it had no pace on it. Just over a minute left in this half, and I think Sacs are going to have to go figure out a way to penetrate this Rondebosch defense and not get caught on the counter like they have now.
And that will be a short corner, as well as it looks like he's taking a card out. Yellow card.
Kai Gregg just went in. Jamie Baxter went in way too hard there. The last man defense, you'll see, gets nice and close, and then he gets overexcited. And there's the body contact as well.
Oh, I think his stick gets caught between the player there. I think that's Reese running down the right there. Very strong run, but unfortunately getting tripped up. And winning his team a short corner. So let's see if Rondebosch can repeat the first short corner and go 2-0 up going into the halftime chat.
That's a double negative. You've lost a player over 5 minutes, and you've also got a short corner against you. So it was a rash tackle. Could be costly. Sacs reorganising their defence. I think Jamie Baxter was part of that, so they have to get somebody else in there now. Well, confusion there between the trappers.
Rondebosch not able to make that one count, and now they have to fend off this counter attack. It seems like
Could be a good counter
will
if
get
Dan
it.
Opman can get there. No.
Unfortunately, the Rondebosch defender was there just in time to snuff that counter attack out. But Sacs still in it here for the last few seconds of the chucker, but unfortunately again Rondebosch able to snuff them out. And I'm sure Liam will slow it down here, waiting to found a little pass through the middle there to Max Steed I believe, able to use his skill and keep the ball. And Rondebosch will be happy to run the clock down here, especially with Cole off the field at the moment, one of their main guys in defense.
Also, the yellow cards come at the wrong time because the third chucker will start, and Sacs will be without a player for 4 minutes of that chucker, which means Rondebosch can actually plan now in their team talk about what they're going to do in the next 3 to 4 minutes with the player up. When the coaching staff will definitely get involved now and say we've got a plan to capitalize on this.
The schoolboys getting nice and involved, as you can see on the screen, as they have been the whole game. And it just adds a little element of excitement to the game. I think the guys on the field hear their team shouting for them, and they just get that little extra energy and excitement in themselves, and I think that just adds to the quality of the hockey as well.
So no goals in that chucker. Short corner or two to Rondebosch that didn't quite get pulled off, and Sacs still waiting for that clean opportunity in the circle to actually either get a shot off or to maybe earn themselves a short corner and see if they can get Nathan Ansel or Dan Opperman on top of the castle to do some work. But until then, nothing much is going their way when it comes to that final third. Again, we're watching James Peverley, tense as always. Greg Clark just joining there as well. He's the assistant coach. He normally sits in the sky somewhere and watches from above, and then comes and gives down his words of wisdom to the boys at the halftime team talk.
The Rondebosch guys opting to sit down for the halftime chat, resting their legs a little bit, making sure that they're ready to fire in that second half.
Some faces of parents going in there. Here's the highlights of the short corner. Good trap in the hook.
No, it's a good short corner all around. The push is straight, the trap is dead, and the flick is in the corner, and that's what you want from a short corner team.
It's also to the second castle, so it does move the keeper away from that post. So right now the keeper's moved a little bit to his left, and then the flick comes to his right. Textbook.
Liam very happy there. Also showing off his new hairstyle he's very happy about. I'm sure he'll be very proud to be showing that off on screen this evening, and hoping that a number of younger high school females may be watching this evening too.
That's the way. Get your hair cut before the big game on TV.
There they are, very serious, making sure that they get their tactics right with their 1-0 lead going into the second half.
Also good to see player involvement where the players are drawing on the board and giving their input and saying this is what they think's happening or where they think should go. We can sneak over the shoulder there and see the new substitutions going to happen.
Interesting, you see Mr. Harris standing there with some technology involved. I'm not sure if they've got some videos on that iPad as well for the boys in the team talks before the game and that sort of thing.
Again, Luke Dagwar just waited to pick the ball up in the air and have a go. Just got to make sure he finds the next pass. Again, just sets him up, waits for the stick to come forward, and there's the flip and the tap in the air.
So far in the game, he has had a couple moments where he has broken the line and really looked dangerous. And I'm sure he'll be hoping to do some more of that in the second half, and hopefully something coming from it. There again, getting some aerial skills, always a good skill to bring out in the middle of the field with guys coming in very quickly. Flat stick.
Dan Opperman on the backwards and forwards. I think he tried to do one too many. There you got the pass away, sorry. Nice big overhead and the tennis man trap. Very well played there. If he'd missed that, it would have been on the nose, so I suppose he had to.
Able to play that in the air as well. Breaks through two guys, but Liam just gets a jab in and breaks down the attack.
The Rondebosch keep its defense up. Sacs really, first of all, are going to get frustrated, and when you do get frustrated, you then end up conceding on counter-attacks. I see Greg Clark now giving his 2 cents. And there's some of the staff and parents and spectators on the side. That's the far side of the field, well away from all the loud noise on this side for the schoolboys. Of course, the boys don't want to be near their parents. Some recognizable faces over there. I see Alan Willers, the cricket professional from Sacs, watching and giving his input. I'm sure he's talking cricket to all the people around him anyway, so not hockey. And we're about to get the third chukker underway and see if Rondebosch now can capitalize on a couple of minutes where they have one more player on the field due to a yellow card to Jamie Baxter on the Sacs side.
Hopefully we'll start seeing the game opening up in the second half and third chukker. And let's see if Sacs can, once they get their man back, or even before, if they can start getting some outcomes going forward instead of just getting towards the D and then getting broken down.
I see Tom van Niekerk sneaking up on the right-hand side. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to try and use him on a quick counter-attack on the start. Let's see if they pull it off.
I see the time's already started on the screen there. There we go, he started.
There's the counter, and Tom van Niekerk's on the sideline, and they don't go to him. He's run all the way for nothing.
But he's happy to join the link line, which is also a good tactic to get your defender to go up a line and get a link to drop.
It's the good rotation that keeps the opposition guessing. Who to mark? Where's the person I'm trying to be marking? Also, it's funny, the half never shy away from getting into the link channel every now and then for a bit of action and play.
Being a half myself, I know the excitement of getting a little high up in the field. Oh, Reese doing very well there, able to keep the ball.
And Dagwar steps in and just wraps it up. Again, Dan Opperman getting the ball, trying to get on the counter-attack, and he just can't get away. Carrying the ball too close to his opposite number and just making it available. Long ball again to the middle, but nobody there to pick it up at the end. Again, a reminder, School Sport Live on all your favorite social media. Go find it. Put a post up there, especially if you're an old boy. Throw some words towards your team, wherever you are in the world. See who's watching this from the furthest away from where we are right now in Cape Town.
Sacs will just want to keep the possession here and run that clock down while they have that yellow card. Doing well so far. Let's see if they can keep it up for the next 2 minutes or so until that card gets back on the field.
In the modern game of hockey, it's quite unusual for a score of 1-love. The scoreboard normally ticks along quite nicely. with the rule changes and the way the game's opened up and the way the game keeps flowing, it's definitely led to more goals over a season that you're playing. So this is quite a low-scoring game at the moment for what is normal in this kind of situation.
Yeah, I am hoping to see some more goals, and I'm sure we will as the game starts to open up. As the players, as I said earlier on, will start going for that equalizer and the winner.
Sacs again just going back into the congested zone, trying to find a way through a very, very close channel where there are lots of Rondebosch boys waiting.
Some silky dance moves on the Bosch stand there. Nice. Always good to see the guys getting involved.
Jaguar scanning for the through ball.
Again, just using his aerial skill. Rondebosch player hitting the ball away after the whistle.
That's unfortunate. With all the noise going on here, it's difficult to hear the whistle, but that's a bit of discipline you need to have to make sure you don't.
Here we have the replay. Luke using his aerial skill nicely, just flipping it over and the player hitting it away.
So both teams down to 10 men now. I see the naughty chair being occupied on both sides. A little break in field there by Van Niekerk. Can he find a pass at the circle? There it is. Have we got control?
Unfortunately, just out of his reach there.
Just again, that last... no, sorry, Bretska. Just the last touch at the end there, evading him out of his reach. I think Sacs should pay a fortune right now for one of them just to trap the ball in the circle and hold on to it for one opportunity.
Doug choosing to just leave that one to roll through, but unfortunately none of the other strikers onto his plan. So Sacs will just pick the ball up. Sam with a nice little skill. I think he might also have gotten that one through the Rondebosch striker's legs. I wonder if maybe they had a chat about that before the game. Let's see who can get the most nutmegs during the game. Sacs will up 2-0 in that front at the very least.
Keeping track of the score. Long ball through to Bretska. Can he hold on to it? There we got it. The flip skill. Another flip skill, and unfortunately the big toe skill, which is not allowed in this game. Again, when you're a man down, suddenly the field just feels a lot bigger when you're chasing around after the ball. So you've got to be careful you don't leave big spaces.
Yeah, especially when it's down, when both teams are one man down.
We've got a ball in now with a bit of control. And unfortunately just turns and loses it. Jaguar coming in from a long way to pick this one up. He's going to put it in the air again. Just can't get through.
Doug doing well to
Sacs have got
stay
their player back on the field now,
there.
so they're man up for a short while. I think about 30 more seconds and they'll have a man up. So they're trying to capitalise with the circle entry here.
Yeah, maximum pressure from Sacs here. Down in the corner there. We'll have a long corner now.
Good tackle in the corner there, just broke it down. Can't keep the supporters down.
And they'll switch the play nicely, getting it from one side all the way to the other where the space is. But Doug does well to tackle and win the free hits, just slowing it down and composing the team.
Rushed his aerial skill then, missed the ball completely. Again, good composure on the defense. Just wait for it to happen, see where it's going to go, and then tackle it calmly. Sacs on the full press now, trying to get Rondebosch stuck in their back corner.
That's good pressure by the Sacs striker there. Dagger at full reach. Oh, that is good midfield battles. Both of them at full reach. Liam doing well there.
Both of them we just possessed at the wrong times here. Just too many missed passes. They need to find a clear pass.
Cole looking for the long one here. Sacs defender stepping in nicely though.
That's Jamie Baxter back on the field after his respite on the side. I've always wondered in all sports, the person who does the infringement gets to sit on the bench and have some water, where the rest of the team is to sprint around the field with a man down. It kind of seems a little bit unfair.
Unfortunately, this evening is a bit cold, so he's coming back with some colder muscles than the rest, and they have to re-warm up again. So maybe not as much of an advantage in this one.
There was a time when they tried to implement in one of the leagues where the person that went off had to run on the field twice as a punishment for getting his card. You can imagine how that went down.
Well, I've never heard about it, so it couldn't have gone down too well.
The person who gets infringed and who gets to do it hates it, and everyone else in the team loves it. But when it's your turn, no love.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes and picks up a card here and there, so
yeah, it's part of the game. Again, the ball just popping loose and nobody finishing. None of these teams have finished a 3 or 4 good passing move going forward. When he gets the 3rd or 4th pass, somebody just seems to lose track of it. Agua through the body again. Crowd's giving good support for De Agua's skill, but he hasn't penetrated with it yet. It looks good on the first man. It just needs to find a way to capitalize on it somehow.
Oh, he's hooked that overhead, but the striker's managed to pick it up. He got it off.
Nathan
got off
Ansel
upright
in
back
the circle, trying to hit the ball out there on the backhand.
Unfortunately, straight at the keeper, but a very good skill nonetheless.
That is probably one of the hardest skills. You need Lloyd Norris-Jones to pick that up and hit it on his backhand. Protecting the ball in the corner, and he's come away with it, and he's going to get the whistle as well. Fantastic.
And looks for the overhead. Doesn't come off though, and deemed dangerous by the umpire, by the player right in front of him. So Sacs have a free hit up in their 25, still putting some pressure on.
This overhead went right to Nathan Ansel, who's a defender, sneaking his way into the circle. If he'd scored that, he would have done a victory lap around the field. A couple of somersaults. Jaguar with a hard tackle.
Player down in the middle of the field there.
They're going to wait.
And the time is called to see how he's doing.
You're not sure how he fell, because it looks like he might have knocked his head, and you want to be sure of the head wound that isn't too serious. I think it was a jab tackle. I don't. The umpires don't seem to think that it was that serious, but he did hit the deck quite hard. The entertainment. Luckily, there are no vuvuzelas tonight. There again, they just hooks it into the middle, and there's Nathan Ansel.
Very good
all the
receive.
time in the world. Just had to hit the worst skill, because that is the hardest skill, to hit the backhand in the air.
To get that shot off was a very good skill. Unfortunately, it didn't quite go into the corner, so it was easy enough for the keeper just to parry it away.
Another ball into the midfield. Oh dear, Nathan Ansel. Let's be
Just
careful. That was close to knocking the ball away.
Just some pressure from the Rondebosch strikers here. A little high up in the field this half, which is exciting to see. And we'll definitely see the game opening up
Yeah,
towards the end of this chapter.
A hockey match to try and sit on a 1-love lead is dangerous. You have to try and get some more goals on the scoreboard. Rondebosch in the 22 with a cross off a Sac stick. Kai Baxter losing it in the worst place.
And Rondebosch will win a free hit there up in the corner. Tough place to have a free hit. They'll try go hands, and he'll get another free hit. Still stuck in the corner. Try to bring it out, but Sacs get away with it and break the play down.
That was actually important. As Jaden Bueller broke away there, immediately a Rondebosch player jumped onto him to make sure that he broke it down. Otherwise, it's a long chase down the field. Nathan Ansel on the right.
Good skill there, just keeping the ball away from the Rondebosch player. Wins the free hit, will look to go quickly.
Just no options available, as you can see. Goes safe around the back. Like we said before, both these teams are locked in second place on the league table, with Bishops ahead. Bishops playing a Wynberg tonight at another fixture, so again, top of the table clashes happening all over the place. I'm sure there's going to be movement with all 4 teams. Comment there from Brian Haig in Canada. Brian, a club member of Western Province Cricket Club over here, and of course a Rondebosch old boy. He's winning the award now for the support from the furthest corners. No, I think Velkom in the Free State isn't quite as far as Canada.
We appreciate your support, but unfortunately,
Yes, right, yes.
it is a fraction of the distance. Then we'll try to slap the ball up the field, and unfortunately is unable to find a Rondebosch stick. Sam with his very low playing position, as you'll see throughout the game.
Dan Opman taking some sticks around the side, but he's still going, just working his way to the baseline, trying to get himself to the... and just can't get going. Again, Sacs throwing the ball in. Have they got control? No.
And the Rondebosch defender onto that quickly
Another
again.
Step in again. Another modern thing about schoolboy hockey is both teams will be filming this game on their own cameras to go and do some video analysis after the match, help players understand situations, what they're doing right, what they do wrong. All top school teams now do this, and it's become part and parcel of just the way you play hockey.
And they'll also get
so much.
They'll also get the video of the other school perhaps before and see how to best utilize their tactics against the weakness of the opposition if possible.
Another ball thrown into the circle, but again, a Rondebosch boy in the way. And a 16 Sacs boy must have knocked that at the back.
It'll be interesting to see if Rondebosch can continue this breaking down the play right at the back of right in their D till the end of the game. Still playing in their chuck after just getting a 16. I mean in their 25.
Trying to find somebody open. Ball down the link channel to Dan Opperman, I think, on the break, who flips it into Jaden Bueller. Short pass and a circle entry. Can he get some value? He gets a foot. I think that is Kai Gregg, who just taps it onto the foot at last.
They get the outcome.
Play. Nobody panicked there. And now we get to see the Sacs drag flickers in action.
Yeah, good to
this
see.
will probably be Nathan Ansel, I think, if they're going to go. He's been the best conversion rates amongst the flickers in this team.
Well, let's see if they can convert their first short corner of the match.
As the crowd livens up. The injection trap. Oh, the zigzag.
They've gone for the variation and great save.
And the freshie.
Unfortunately not able to make.
That was nice and complicated. The zigzag with the step over and the flick. Goodness me. Watch it again. Good trap. There's the pass out right and the pass back in. And Dan Opperman, just a little bouncing ball. He didn't have a trap on it. And then Jamie Baxter coming in with his eyes wide, having a big swing at the fresh air. You say doing your homework on the videos. I'm sure that is Sacs doing homework on Rondebosch. The zigzag you pull out when they have got a very fast first wave and the other guys hold back. So you're trying to get that first wave out as far as possible. And then you zigzagging behind him to the P spot where there should be space right in front of the goal. You just need somebody to perform the execution on the P spot with accuracy and speed.
And this time, unfortunately, Dan Oppenheim was not able to put it away. But a well-executed short corner. And it could well have gone in. Unfortunately, it did not this time. 2 balls on the field again. That is the one negative of having ball boys, is that sometimes you get excited and then there's a ball somewhere on the field making no difference to the play, but you have to stop and take it back.
That is probably a rule they need to look at it sometime in the future, but where that second ball is, it doesn't matter. Sacs just trying to find more circle entries. Oh, penetrating ball.
Very good
from
pass
Dan
to the middle
Opperman,
there.
and I think that was Tom van Niekerk, the right. Oh, he's playing right link now, but he was playing right half earlier. I don't know how he got to the B spot. He must have made a real sneaky run around the back, disguised himself in the crowd. Another overhead over the top, and Sacs pick it off this time.
The last few seconds of the third chucker there. Very exciting for Sacs, getting some outcomes, shots on, or maybe not on target, but getting some shots off, making some link ups, getting into the D, short corner, and I'm sure this last chucker will have some excitement for us as well.
Rondebosch absorbing the pressure, putting people in the way at the right places. Good defensive hockey.
I do hope to see them attacking some more as well. I hope they aren't going to this last chucker holding on to that 1-0 lead, because as you said earlier, that's a dangerous game to play with a whole 15 minutes to go.
In the past, the Bosch have at this stage been clever enough to leave one man hanging out high, just as a kind of a backstop. That if you do win it, to just let it go long. So remember some of the attackers of the past. To have that outlet just in case. And it just puts more pressure on the attacking team that if they get it wrong, you can turn them around and send the ball down the field. and get some value on the other side of the field for that. Nothing worse than a full-on attack of a circle and you lose it. And you've got to chase the whole length of the field to try and get the ball back again.
It does just keep you in check, making sure that you are thinking about that one guy that is just there in the event of a little mess up.
I don't know about the official status, but it's definitely winter tonight. The cold wind in the air, cold front coming through tomorrow sometime. As most Cape Townians say, a lovely day for hockey in Cape Town.
I'm sure the boys prefer this weather to a hot day, sticky AstroTurf, unable to keep the ball under control. They'll definitely, once they get warm, prefer this sort of weather to play in. Unfortunately, it's not as nice for the spectators, but still we have a nice full crowd here this evening. Good support from the two schools and the parents and old boys and teachers and what have you.
Yeah, you get these contrasts. Greg Clark's has come back from helping coach the Canadian side in Malaysia. And so these are the Canadians who are used to the cold temperature. They had a game at midday, and the temperature on the bench was 42 degrees Celsius.
That is uncomfortable.
In Malaysia with 100% humidity, you can imagine the pro Canadian team getting out the rehydrate and the water
they'd
bottle
struggle
24/7. Probably get to play with the water packs on their back for the half.
And while we've been chatting Canadians, we have our fourth chukka off to a start here. Let's see how the two teams fare in this one. Liam just pushing Doug up the field, perhaps wanting him to stretch the field a bit more. Reese on the ball, unfortunately turned over with two Sacs boys in front of him.
And then Liam winning it back again.
Just a couple double turnovers here by the schoolboys on the night. Let's hope they can start to cut those out and find some space after turning the ball over.
Well, Liam just trying to find the through ball, but a Sacs foot get in the way.
And that's what the coach will want. He'll want him to bring it out, take it to the other side and see if there's space on that side. If not, bring it back.
Dispossessed there by Senecal. He's on the break. Needs to link up with somebody. Kai Greg, a little soft pass. Dagwa, the skill we expect, needs to get some outcome from this.
Links up nicely with his outside link there. But still, Rondebosch defend with 11 men behind the ball and make it very difficult for Sacs to get any breakaway opportunities.
Again, it might sound easy, but Rondebosch haven't just got everybody back behind the ball. They're shuffling. Yeah, they do win it. And they're coming on their counter.
So nice quick hands by Cole Warburg here. Enters the D, able to get the shot off, and a good save, but it's into the middle.
Save.
Doug will have a shot, will he? No.
Helicopter turn.
Oh,
and he shoots
unlucky.
wide.
Very well played by Cole there to make a solo lead right through the middle of the field there, keeping that ball moving, making it very difficult for the defender.
From his own half, he picks it up comfortably in his own half.
Watch his silky skills as he just moves it quickly from side to side. Very difficult for any other defenders to get through.
And turns the jet shoes on. Just gets a little away from him here, so he gets the angle wrong, but still, great save, great shot. Probably could have one-timed that.
Forcing the keeper into a save from that angle just gives your other strikers an opportunity
Yeah,
for a
Sacs
shot.
attacking on the right, and Nathan Ansel slapping the ball across. A trap in the middle, opportunity.
Well saved by Jordan there, very well closed down.
That's a fantastic save. There were people on the far post that he probably should have gone to.
But Jordan just coming out of nowhere. Here we have the replay. Slap picks out that Sacs defender. Great receive. Unable to pick the
Opperman, and he's got Van Niekerk on the far post. He's going to give him some words, I'm sure, saying, why aren't you passing to me? Two chances quickly, one after the other, end to end.
And that is what we were hoping from the beginning of this fourth chukka. Let's hope to see some more of that.
Yeah, another goal either way would definitely lighten it up, because a Rondebosch goal would make sure that Sacs really have to go on the full attack, and a Sacs goal would now mean the comeback would have to happen. Just these balls that go to the top corner. It's a good pass to your friend, but he really put him into no man's land.
Able to keep the ball through a long corner though. So Sacs still building the pressure as they have for a large portion of this game. Bring it right back to the halfway line, all the way across to the other side of the field to see if they can exploit some space in this deep Rondebosch press.
Small infringement there. Sam Hildenas, little 1-2 pass. De Agua on the air skill again, but I think people are going to wisen up to that skill now. He's done it enough times that there's double tackling happening now to make sure there's cover. Opperman into the circle, just a bit scrappy.
Bit scrappy, but still Sacs have the pressure up here in the Rondebosch final quarter, right outside the D. Really building up that pressure now.
Kai Greg Dagwa wasn't awake for that one, unfortunately. And the long clearance ball. These balls used to be really effective before the ball boys came along. Now ball boy just throws it back on again and the game goes again. This great little run, little jet shoes, pace, hand skill, just runs away at the end there in the angle and forced the dive. Sparks, another tackle on De Agua, and I think he's got himself a green card for that. Just a careless tackle. It happens quite a lot with the aerial skill. Trying to play the ball in the air, you catch people's sticks.
Here we have what's happened with the card there. Just
came in a bit harder, the stick.
Just a little clumsy picking up the card for that, and Rondebosch will be down for 10 men until he returns to the field.
Top corner challenger. Like we said, tough zone to get through because there's just so many players in the way. Sorensen is blocking it off in the corner there.
Nice quick close down there, keeping them in their corner. Unfortunately, not enough strikers on the field to press them high up here, so Sacs will get out nice and easily. Although here, Rondebosch turn it over unfortunately not. Sacs win the free hit. And they'll be able to build a platform from here again.
You can see the different styles here, with Sacs pressing Rondebosch high, Rondebosch throwing the overheads to get out the back. But with Rondebosch holding off, Sacs can't throw the overheads, they've got to go along the deck and play the low game. Another slap into the circle to a Rondebosch player again. Sacs trying to find the way through. Could this be another slap into the circle? Baxter down the line.
And a slap in again. Nothing from it. Rondebosch get it. Will they keep the ball? No, they will not. They'll give it away again with another Sacs attack.
Bit of a swing and a miss. Again, trying to find a way through. Pierce in the baseline. Just gets a foot on the edge of the circle. Makes it live, takes it out. You need to come away from that corner. De Agua with a choice to make. Deflection on a stick there. Umpire lets it go for the advantage. Too many players, too close.
Will you try make it into the D himself? He will try, but he will get closed down.
Again. Again a ball through the middle, and Rondebosch making sure there's somebody in the way in all the channels, that nothing gets through. Little short overhead to the link. That knock on the head must have been more than we thought. He's got a headband on now.
And Rondebosch is trying to play it out the back here, doing very well until the one pass just missing the player, and Sacs get another attack in the Rondebosch final quarter. They've really spent a lot of time up here this chukka, and they'll be kicking themselves if they don't get more outcomes. Whether it's a short corner or a shot, they need to start turning this into something.
I'm pretty sure I know what Greg Clark's going to be coaching them this next week. How to convert and get ball moving from the last third into the circle and get some value for it.
That's a very good pick by the Sacs defender there on his reverse stick.
That was good free taken, and here comes good counter with pace. Just lost the control on the last pull.
And that is well defended as well.
Connor sending us another message.
Just a little banter from the...
Not sure where he is though.
Connor O'Sullivan there. Not happy with the amount of cards being given out.
Good running free hits. Just gets the whistle because the player didn't retreat fast enough out the way. In the corner, need to come out.
Liam looking to pick out Doug in the D there. Not able to, but Rondebosch still have the ball.
I see a Sacs boy down there. I think he's pulled a muscle, if I read the body language correctly. He went for a run. Or he's cramping, one of the two.
And the Rondebosch boy, Liam Sorensen, will stretch him out.
That's
Lovely
good
to see.
camaraderie. These boys have played together now for some of them most of their lives, but many of them, since they came to high school, have been playing at every age group. Every year, twice or three times a year, you play each other, so you might be opposition on the field, but you get to know each other so well. And then, of course, when you make provincial teams together, you become friends and roommates, and that's good camaraderie to have there, where you got a Rondebosch boy stretching the leg of a cramping Sacs boy. Needs more liquids.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be alright. Just a little cramp, just pop a slow mag later and he'll be alright.
Not sure who. Oh, the Sacs have made the substitution already. Penetrating ball into circle control. Needs to get a value for this. Can
Well
he get a
controlled
short
by
corner?
Doug. Will you get nothing from it that time? Well defended.
Looking for the foot. Bit of a scramble there.
Entering the last 5 minutes of this game now. Still 1-0 to Rondebosch. Both teams will be wanting to score a goal. I'm sure Rondebosch will not be happy to sit back for 5 minutes here. So I'm hoping for a thrilling end to this game.
45-degree ball in the middle of the field. Just not finished. Again, good turning skill by D'Agua. Can they find space on the right here? No, straight into the front stick.
The Rondebosch chili is getting nice and close to the touchline here.
Nothing like having a free hit with the whole cheerleading squad. Good dispossession. D'Agua gets caught on the front and gets bounced on the front. This could be a very good counter-attack.
Doug throws it through for Brett Sparks, but he is outpaced by the Sacs defender and takes him down, but is not given anything.
There was a collision on the way to the ball there. I'm not sure what happened.
Both of them seem very upset about it, with the umpire trying to calm them down and just fizzle that one out nice and calmly. Very well turned over by Douglas Cox in the middle here, as I'll see here.
Great turnover. Caught D'Agua.
And
been sitting there
bounces
for a
in
while.
as well.
Takes it on the strong forehand.
I think that's
pops it through. And this is where the argy-bargy and the collision. Oh, it's innocuous.
Both of them very upset.
Yeah, I think the calmest person there was the umpire, which is a good thing. Took it in his stride, got them all calm and relaxed. But D'Agua got caught there, and he's got nobody behind him. So if he does make a mistake, he's got no
protection whatsoever for D'Agua
Sam
here.
Kildenhouse has gone on the run to go score a goal, but with D'Agua being a good player, he also comes with high risk. Good defending, top of the ball in field. Umpire wants the ball stopped dead, doesn't like the idea. The player just ran straight away with it.
Sam trying to be composed. There are still 3 minutes left, which is plenty of time in a hockey match to score a couple goals. It's good to see they aren't getting too frantic again with a D entry now, but Rondebosch coming out on top again. Oh, and a nice ball down the line to get some pressure release there. Deep into the Sacs half, and they'll be able to reset and reorganize.
Oh, convenient mistrap there. I like the anti-skill.
Little anti-skill there, but unfortunately
just took it too far. If you've got away with one, don't try and get away with 2 and 3.
Oh, D'Agua turning over. A ball down the middle from Liam. Plays a little overhead, picked out the air.
Picked out the air cleverly. Opperman on the right trying to find. Opperman again, just in the middle of the field. They just got no space to move.
There are just 5 Rondebosch boys around the Sacs guy every time he gets it in the middle of that last quarter of the field there, and that's how I'm sure they'll want to play the last 2 minutes of this one now.
Oh dear, not retreating 5 and hitting the stick. I think
that
I'm reading the language of the referee.
Big.
So Sacs in the most unlikely point of the field win a short corner, having got into the circle and not won something.
How they did that.
So I think it's a free hit now that he takes.
And the player
Hasn't
didn't
retreated.
retreat 5.
Yeah, didn't get back 5. Deemed to be a deliberate foul.
I'm sure he's upset with that. You saw him questioning the umpire there, as he may not have been so involved, but if that player had run at him, he would have tackled him.
No,
And,
Sacs. This is that moment they've always found Nathan Ansel on the left, Castle with his orange boots. Let's see if they go to the banker. This is his bread and butter normally.
Last minute of the game. This is crunch time. Will they put it away?
It's hero time.
And he does.
Nathan
Insta
Ansel
right
does it again.
in the bottom left corner, igniting the Sacs crowd there.
That is possibly the 10th time in his career that he does this. He seems to just have that bottom corner in the last minute of the game. Why Sacs don't go to him all the time is a mystery, but
that is some BMT, if I ever saw it, and very good to see that some youngsters got some nice composure in the last 9 moments in the game to equalize for his team.
good
Here's the
injection,
flick.
good trap, and that is just textbook bottom corner.
Just a little bit of height on it, so you can't go flat. You have to think about it, and then it's
If there's
down bottom
any
left.
youngster out there that's watching this, both Liam Sorensen and Nathan Ansel at this doesn't happen by accident. This is hours and hours and hours of practice, and when you do come the moment and you can pull it off, all those hours pay off for your 2 seconds of glory. But a valuable goal with a minute to go, and can one of the teams get one more chance? I always say there's always a chance in the last minute of the game. Hopefully it's for you and not for them, but this could go anyway. One
So
of the
there are
teams could break away.
45 seconds left on the clock there, despite it saying 15 done on the screen. Let's see what
Stop the
happens
clock,
in these
yes.
last 40 seconds.
Rondebosch on the attack, and Sacs on the counter attack, trying to find a way through. Need to find a passing game, just not letting the ball move.
Still time for one more attack if one of the teams can just get something going forward here, but both teams just stuck in the midfield. Good jab.
Good steal there. And a foul by Diagua trying to break it down.
Free hit. Liam will try to get this going quickly. That's not 5.
10 seconds.
We'll stop the
and
time.
Diagua with a
off for the
professional
last
foul.
10
That's
seconds.
definitely a yellow card.
9 seconds to go. What's Liam going to do? He'll try to get into the D. He connects
get
it
the leg.
nicely. And it won't go through to the striker, unfortunately. They'll just have to. Doug gets the ball though.
he's
We've got to
picked
get a
it.
short corner.
He's picked the pocket. And
Unfortunately, the umpire
whistle
stopped him.
Did not give. And the game ends 1-1.
A very exciting
Fantastic.
end to
Like
that
we
game.
said, once the goals went, the game gets more and more exciting. But what a critical flick at the end there. Both flickers, textbook bottom left, where you can get your goals. Don't have to be glorious and go for crossbars and that kind of stuff. And I'm sure Sacs are going to be happy after rescuing that.
Yeah, especially after having attacked for so much of that game and getting not much from it. I'm sure to get it right at the dying end there was a nice consolation, and also a victory for them to not lose this game after so much attack from their side.
So no bragging rights in the league now. They share honours here, which keeps them both locked at second place on the table. They'd have to go scrounge against other teams now and get some points where they can find them. But we had a prediction before the game. We said it would be a draw if Sacs played well, and they did. And so not quite the game goal scoring fest that normally happens. Umpire getting some attention like they always do. But again, a festive schoolboy activity. I just got to say thank you again, Rowan Ross Initiative, to get this whole thing going. It's a pity he's not here tonight. He's probably sitting at home with his sneakers on and his hot chocolate in his hand. But we'll get him out here next time to be part of the whole celebrations. What a fantastic event.
Always a fun time watching some schoolboy hockey. Coming back to your old boys' school is always a good time, and seeing them cheer here tonight has been fantastic. Rondebosch drawing 1-1. I'm sure they won't be very happy with that, but having taken as much attack from Sacs as they did, I think a 1-1 draw they can be happy with.
Different looks on the team's faces. Sacs with a bit of relief, and Rondebosch with a little bit of downheartedness, thinking, wow, that was so close. Yes, great. So we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Fantastic having people all over the world watching these kind of sporting events. And again, good to see schoolboy sport anywhere on TV or on streaming or on live features, wherever we can find it, because it grows the sport, it grows for everybody. And Bjorn, I think you'll agree, these kind of events always deliver when it comes to excitement, if nothing else.
No, they definitely do, and I've been very happy to be here this evening to watch this game. So thanks for everyone again, and we'll see you at the next one.
We'll see you at the next fixture. Good night.